Can I ask, first of all, what the Labour position is on a customs union?
Well, we've long championed being in a customs union with the EU and the benefits of that. Obviously, it's the only way realistically to get tariff-free access. It's really important for our manufacturing base. And nobody can answer the question how you keep your commitment to no hard border in Northern Ireland without a customs union. Until now, we said in
During the transition period.
Yes, I mean, in the general election, and we've consistently said the benefits of a customs union must be retained. Then over the summer, as you know, I laid out the position for the transitional arrangements that would be in a customs union and said then that it ought to be an option on the table. We've now had many weeks of discussion unanimously. We've agreed, we had a big meeting on Monday to develop our policy, and Jeremy will announce that tomorrow.
So this is, as it were, laying to rest the last shreds of any doubt about whether you're going to be in favour of a customs union. What kind of customs union do you want?
Well, the customs arrangements at the moment are hardwired into the membership treaty, so I think everybody now recognises
Has to be a new deal.
There's going to have to be a new treaty. It'll do the work of the customs union, so it's our customs union. That's what the CBI are saying now. It's what the various amendments are now all saying. There's going to have to be a new agreement, but will it do the work of the current customs union? Yes, that's the intention.
So under your plan, after we leave the EU, who will be in charge of foreign trade arrangements for Britain?
Well, that'll have to be negotiated. We will have to have a say. But the real point is, because we all want trade agreements, or more trade agreements, are we more likely to get them if we do it jointly with the EU or on our own? And all the evidence suggests more likely if we do it with the EU. And the cost-benefit analysis of coming out of the customs union and having new trade agreements just isn't borne out. And you've got Liam Fox in a minute.
I'll come on to that.
Ask him about that.
Come on to that in a second. But in effect, what happens under this scheme is the EU continues to set our trade arrangements with the rest of the world. We can't do bold new trade deals with America or India or Australia or whoever.
Well, as I say, we all want to do bold new trade agreements, but we'd be better off doing that with the EU. Obviously, how that's done, what say we have, will have to be negotiated because we'll be entering a new arrangement. But in the end, it comes down to the central question, how are you going to get these trade agreements? Is it more likely if you do it with the EU or more likely if you do it on your own? And there's no, I mean, Liam Fox said that he was going to have 40 trade agreements lined up for 13 months' time to sign. I wonder how he's getting on with that. And so the cost-benefit analysis is absolutely clear on this. And it's going to come to a crunch because there are various amendments coming up in Parliament, as you know.
When you say that it's not worth us leaving the current customs union in order to do new deals with America or India or Australia or whatever, what's your evidence for that?
Well, if you look at the analysis that's been done independently by various think tanks and the government's own analysis, which of course has been leaking out, they all point in one direction, that the benefits of us doing it on our own are much smaller than anyone's prepared to admit, and the cost is much higher. I don't think there's any evidence out there, and if Liam Fox has got some evidence, maybe he can share it with us, any evidence from any credible source or base that there is actually an advantage in doing it on our own. And in the end, we have obligations to our economy, obligation to our manufacturing base, and also obligations in Northern Ireland. There is nobody credible who is saying that you can keep to the commitment in Northern Ireland to no hard border without a customs union.